trade ministers from across the African continent have agreed to build a more integrated market for the prosperity of their people. They are seeking to fast-track the creation of a single market for goods and services and the movement of people by improving their policies and infrastructure.
There is the banana seaport that was launched by our president, as well as the Lobito corridor and other internal corridors. All that is being done to enable the DRC to trade effectively with the world.
Their renewed push for deepening trade in the region follows a recent announcement by the US of a 10% tariff on African imports.
We presented projections to the ministers of what the impact of the measures of the United States will be on African countries in general and AGOA participating countries in particular. The ministers of trade also noted with concern that there is a weaponization of trade policy, that there are unilateral measures that are being undertaken which are actually inconsistent with WTO obligations.
The UN's trade agency, UNCTAD, urged the US to exempt the world's poorest countries from the tariffs to avoid causing serious economic harm. But the US has maintained the 10% tariffs and only halted the higher tariffs it imposed on other countries for 90 days. Many African exporters have been benefiting from a US trade policy known as the African Growth and Opportunity Act, which provided them duty-free access to US markets. The DRC president, Félix Tshisekedi, is now calling for enhanced trade collaboration under the African Continental Free Trade Area.
The African Continental Free Trade Area is a unique platform that will expand our frontiers and unlock the economic potential of our continent. Together we can build regional value chains and transform our raw materials locally and provide employment opportunities for our people.
The meeting in Kinshasa also discussed the removal of trade barriers in African countries. The African ministers promoting increased trade in the continent still have a lot of work to do to harmonize tariffs, customs procedures, and set in place the infrastructure needed to accelerate Africa's economic growth and development. But they believe they have to start now to achieve their future goals. Chris Ochamringa, CGTN, Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo.